Welcome back. Now, the Springboks have wrapped up their trophy tour in East London today. Fans and supporters came out in their numbers to show love to the world champions. Our reporter, Ronald Masinda, sat down with Sports Minister Zizi Kodwa to find out what the win means for South Africa. Let's take a listen.
The Springboks have concluded a highly successful trophy tour after visits to Pretoria, Johannesburg, Soweto, Cape Town, then Durban. The trophy tour went to the streets of East London. Now, to recap on how this trophy tour went, we are joined by Sports and Recreation, Arts and Culture Minister Zizi Kodwa. Minister, thank you so much indeed for your time. There were a lot of concerns about certain cities not getting a chance to see the Springboks, Gqeberha for one, and others, Bloemfontein, and areas such as Mpumalanga and Limpopo. In your view, how would you summarize this trophy tour?
It's been very successful. I think it's been very inspirational. And I think what we must celebrate is a win. You must remember these are professional players, many of whom are contracted to clubs. I think it was a gesture on their part, having won the battle and the war, that they continue to do even these 5 cities. In areas where we could not go, there were some comments which worried me about certain players. The tour must come because a certain player, Ronald, comes from this area. And that worried me because it may degenerate to tribalism or issues of race. The whole country was celebrating the win of the Springbok, regardless of which player comes, because none of the players represent a city, represent a village. These are national heroes. And what I've already tried to negotiate with SARU is that in the outer years, let's try to spread our championship games so that we give an opportunity to provinces, so that last year or early this year, we only about 2 games in Gauteng. Bring games in the Eastern Cape. Take 1 game to Durban. Take 1 game to Cape Town, so that this euphoria in the moment is maintained, because what is clear is that it is only rugby that is able to bind us together as a nation.
And the cricketers have an opportunity, don't they? Unfortunately, they've lost to India, but they are still in the semi-final. Is there perhaps an incentive for the cricketers should they go all the way and win their maiden Cricket World Cup?
Look, cricket and rugby are very much organized federations. If you were to ask me this question about the incentives with SARU, those issues were long resolved way before the tournament. Unlike where I had to come in on the eve of the tournament with other federations. Cricket as well, that matter has long been resolved. But what is outstanding for me, which I'm quite overjoyed, is their performance. I mean, for them to reach the semis is a good achievement. And I think the country now must rally behind the Proteas. I'm sure they will make history. It's tough to play in India, to play against India, but the fact of the matter, we're now in the semis now. I have no doubt they will go to the finals.
Last question, Minister. In as much as we are celebrating the Springbok success, we've also been celebrating Banyana and their success. One of the conversations we had during the course of this trophy tour was women in sport. As a minister, do you think that women are getting the recognition that they deserve now?
They don't. I mean, I'm very grateful with the work that has been done by Cricket South Africa to have a professional league. I was hoping that even in football by now, we'll be talking about professional women's league. And that is a call I made to all federations. That is a call I made to Corporate South Africa as well, because you'll need commercial partners. And I think it's only a matter of commitment, because what Cricket South Africa has done in the shortest period of time after meeting with them when I came into office, in 6 months' time, they established a professional league. It is doable. And I think at the back of the success of Amapokopoko, there's a lot that we need to do that will improve the performance of our national teams, which we must keep this sporting and the winning nation. It's possible with Bafana as well. It's possible that in Cote d'Ivoire we could reach the finals. And I think with the support that these national teams have from all of us is capable to unite us. What rugby has done, it's not just about winning. It's about how each of the players has played a significance, and we're able to connect with him, some of the players. For an example, there's a story in Durban. There's a lady who waited for 9 hours hoping to see Kolisi. Unfortunately missed Durban trip at Durban Lake. So you can see how certain individuals, because of off the field and on the field, like Faf, you know he loves flag, and he wears his treasures on the flag. And these are kind of the things that we are able to connect with these players on and off the field. And I think our national teams are doing us proud. We will continue to support them. But the issue of women in sport for me is a priority to all the federations. Let's professionalize and make sure that we create professional women's league.
All right. Minister, thank you so much indeed for your time. That was Minister Zizi Kodwa. As we wrap up the trophy tour here in East London, I'm Ronald Masinda in East London.